If you want to change your mood or your mental state, you simply need to change your vibration. Anyone can easily change their mental vibrations through a conscious effort of will, specifically by directing your focus and deliberately fixing your attention upon a much more positive and desirable state of mind today. Will directs attention, and attention changes vibration. Hermes the Kybalion. Human emotion is energy in motion, which emerges directly from a realized interaction between ourselves and the environment. It is not the root cause of the interaction, it is the result of the interaction itself. When we acquire certain skills, we begin to look for places where we can express those skills. The more deeply we realize these truths, the more the pleasure of applying them in our daily lives increases. After training sessions filled with genuine pleasure, we realize that we have fundamentally changed our vibration. Then the fear that we cannot do something is transmuted into the exalted, radiant pleasure of consciously changing our vibration. This applies to all forms and frequency vibrations. We run away, we defend ourselves, and we fear only the things that we do not yet know. The very moment they are fully known through our dedication to the experience itself, these states are completely transformed into a sense of pleasure. Often, even before we study them or fully immerse ourselves in their experience, we tend to mentally exaggerate and invent valid reasons not to pursue the choice we have made. This is how we assign our own personal meaning to the unknown. It suddenly becomes scary, impossible, meaningless, and entirely unfounded or unverified. These assigned meanings fundamentally change the choice we make. We often choose to limit ourselves and do nothing at all, simply so that we don't have to bear the weight of responsibility. The direction changes from an outward direction, curiosity and interest to learn and explore, to an inward direction. I limit and protect for valid reasons. Boundaries of additional limitation and protection are formed. Everything that is outside the known zone has valid reasons for not being correct, verified, and applicable. We limit ourselves from experiencing the pleasure of searching, development, and creativity. In order to protect ourselves with this inward direction towards ourselves, we put on protective patterns of repulsion and denial of our own reflections in the environment. In the vast reflective mirror of our environment, we often discover the very same manifested grids and complex filters that someone supposedly placed upon us, intended to supposedly hinder our progress. And yet we grumble against the invisible prison we have unknowingly built for ourselves. In doing so, we turn these assigned meanings into rigid laws for our own lives that we believe cannot be broken. We distort everything we see and hear, interpreting it all according to these restrictive assigned meanings. Finally, we declare them to be modern interpretations of universal laws. Here's an example for you. I heard and forgot, I saw and remembered, I experienced and understood. Confucius. In our desire to preserve our limited space, because we are afraid of losing it, we have distorted the message of the great Bulgarian like this. I heard and forbade or denied, I saw and doubted. I did not experience, because there are reasons for that. The meanings we have thus attributed also lead to a lack of choice in the direction of searching, development, and creativity. We lose our imagination and inspiration. We make choices for protection, for preserving chosen states, and choices where we are always looking for someone who is either hindering us or is to blame. Experiencing this choice is a reality in which we have separated ourselves from reality. We have escaped from it. At the same time, a lack of change is chosen, preserving the comfort zone. A total separation from reality and a lack of change effectively block our natural desire to explore and experience. In this way, we fundamentally violate our own purpose for existence. which is interacting with the environment in order to experience ignorance. We fall into the deep paradox of denying ourselves and the very meaning of our own existence. We experience our fears and defenses due to a persistent refusal to take the initiative to choose. And the more we run away from these choices, the more probabilities, doubts, and complex problems manifest in our lives. And this happens within our closed individual space of security, limited as a protected comfort zone. When directed outward, when making this choice towards everything that is, we explore and experience the unknown. However, this requires flexible, constant change, adaptation, and regulation, that is, active participation in the game. The projected desire and passion are realized as a response. We are happy with the participation itself. We have happiness as a result. Thus, depending on the direction we choose, we are truly everything. The path, the source, the life, and the force striving to overcome them. It is like an endless cycle, flowing back into itself and onward into eternity.